Hey friends, what's up? Kaz here. Welcome to behind the scenes of making a plugin tutorial video. So some of you guys, well, one person asked if they could see the whole editing process, so I thought I'd throw this together. It's kind of cool. I'm literally about to record the plugin tutorial, so hopefully you checked it out. Otherwise, click somewhere and go check it out. Anyway, stick around. I'm going to show you guys how I edit it after I've converted all the files and got them all ready to chop them up and all that stuff. So we'll come back in a moment. First of all, let's talk a little bit about what's going on here. Here is my got lights, Canon T5i, which is what I use for, I bought it for my family and I just kind of use it here. Yeah, totally very safe setup on the couch with the stand. Got my broadcaster arm, which is really sweet, and this is a large capacitor diaphragm microphone. I think it's model TL1 by, I think it's SDK, I'm not entirely sure. And then that is an XLR, which you can see from this here, and that comes all the way over into here, which is my Alesis 4-channel mixer. So I have two XLR inputs and then two 1/4 inch, which I have a couple extra cables up there. But I always have an extra mic just in case my roommate stops in and wants to start talking, which he never really picks it up. But this is just a cardioid small diaphragm, nothing too fancy. And then of course got my custom built computer down there, get the lighting right, my secondary power supply. So yeah, that's it. We'll come back with you once I get this all edited, and then hopefully you guys enjoy it. Okay, here we are. We got mainly our face cam needed to get converted because it records in MOV, and Vegas can't translate from MOV. So we got that converted. We got it all shot here. We got our fraps files are here, and then here. So I don't know what this is about, so let's just get rid of that one. Let's open. Oh, right. This this is the tutorial video that I'm recording right now. So anyway, this is the desktop view. Yeah. So then we got fraps. So let's open up Vegas. Here is last week's video, which I deleted already, the face cam, which I deleted last week. I just removed it from this project because it wasn't there, as well as the fraps. And then I kept one of these things in because I like to keep this style in, and then looks like I kept a few more over here, so we can just delete those. And then this is our outro, which we'll fix at the end. So first thing we need to do is hop in here and change the name, custom enchants, to title manager. And then we take a screenshot, and then we put it title manager, and then we put it in here. So save, then we do Control S. So now we just need to import our video. So we'll just do that, and then this is our video track down here. And then let's go back to title manager. We need to import these, which is our video there. I need to put my headphones on so I can hear it. So the next thing we need to do is we need to resize that, but first we need to align the video. So let's go ahead and just click and drag this. Now we can see pretty much by the audio here. Now what people usually do is whenever you see a movie, when they do that click, you know, where they hold the thing in front of the movie and then they go, and action. Now that click is a way that they can align the audio. So what a lot of people do, and what I did for a while, is like once both things are recording, I do like snapping my fingers. It's a quick thing that you can really align very easily. Now, don't really need to be exact on this, as you can. Hey friends, what's up? Kaz here. Welcome back. As you can see, that it's like my mouth is a little bit ahead, so I think. Hey friends, what's up? Kaz here. Welcome back to another server app. Yeah, we'll just do that. I think it's best practice to keep it behind. So now we need to link these together. So we just highlight them all by holding Control, and we hit G. And then we're just gonna go ahead and hit S. We cut that out.
So I'm using Sony Vegas Pro. I used Sony Vegas Movie Studio before, and I thought it was fantastic. I thought Pro would give me more options that I needed. It actually didn't. It has a lot of stuff that I don't use, that I don't need. So I would recommend the Sony Vegas Movie Studio if you're looking at getting something. I think it's like 45 bucks, which is really reasonable. Sony Vegas is somewhere in the neighborhood of 500. So, or Sony Vegas Pro. Whoops, I didn't want to do that. I don't like that. So now we're resizing the face cam here. So we're just going to click and drag that. You can see a lot of people like it smaller than it needs. Yeah, that's probably good. I probably could have zoomed in when I was recording better, or I probably could have zoomed in more when I was recording, but and I can fix that. I don't think it's worth it. I can render it, and then rather than dragging it out, I drag it in, and then it zooms in on the video. So let's see. Hey friends, what's up? Kaz here. Welcome back to another server app tutorial or bucket plugin tutorial. If you're joining me for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button because I do these every week. Feel free to make. You guys get to see my mess ups too. If you're tuning in last week, let's see. Let's just cut that out. If you're tuning in, bam. Let's get rid of that. I mess up sometimes, and what you do is you just kind of keep going with it, and it'll come around. So we'll see. If you're tuning in last week, I started a voting. Ooh, wait, hold on. Did I cut myself off? If you're tuning in last week, there we go. If you're tuning in last week, I started a voting for the next 10 plugins. Now this one was not at the top. It actually did not kind of put them together like the results like that I thought it would. So I have to manually do that. So hopefully I'll have that list by the time this video goes live, and then next week we'll start on that. This one actually shows up in that list, so it's jumping to the front. This is Title Manager as suggested by Jimmy Pizzle. Alright, so now you just saw I brought in this Jimmy Pizzle and Dark Bear. Alright, so we got those lined up. We're just going to put a fade in, and then actually I'm going to resize them a little bit just so they're not like huge. Let's put this one somewhere in there, and then let's put this one down a little bit. Yeah, that works. As suggested by Jimmy Pizzle and Dark Bear MC. So if you have a plugin that we'll just line them up now and fade them out at the same speed. As suggested by Jimmy Pizzle and Dark Bear MC. So if you have a plugin that you'd like to suggest, feel free to comment that in the gibbles below. That would be the comment section for you new people, and I will comment here. Let's do this. Maybe you guys want to hear. Here's the audio from the camera. I will capture that and give you a shout out like awful. I did to Jimmy. Sounds like a tin can. Got quite a backlist, which is awesome. I kind of just do what you guys saw there. Come to the top. Any of that are really popular come to the top. Got quite a few on that list of the next 10 that are very popular. Going to take some time, so we're going to see how that goes. No Cheat Plus, I know, is one of them that will take a while. All right, so learn, and then if I'm, top, any of that are really popular come to the top. I use a lot of keyboard shortcuts here. No space bar being one that pauses and goes back. S is cuts, and if you hold shift and scroll on the mouse wheel, you scroll back and forth. Control scrolls up and down, and then if you scroll, it zooms in and out, which is kind of cool. Always good things. Actually, those shortcuts work for a lot of different things. So what I do if I'm listening to a part where it's me talking a while, I still don't want to skip ahead and miss anything that I might have messed up on or something. So I'll play, and then I come down here and I listen to myself in 1 3/4.
So anyway, this one is by Puhar Source. I don't know how to pronounce your name, sorry. This is Title Manager if you haven't picked up on that yet. And what it does is it allows you to put welcome and first join title messages, or
and
in the action
it's
bar,
pretty fun to watch myself
over the titles, which is really awesome. So
really quickly.
What's going on in your server, you put that in there. What else can you do? You can do custom header
chipmunk
footer. That's kind of one of the reasons why I put this towards why I'm doing this one, is because my previous custom header footer one doesn't work in 1.8 for some weird reason. So this one does. Also gives you some animation options, and it has an API, so it hooks in with other plugins. Other plugins will call it and tell it to broadcast title messages on behalf of them. One of them being inventory.
Okay, so there.
Which is how I came across this one. But anyway,
let's get into it. I'll show you guys a little
bring
bit.
up
So
our
there
notes.
is our title bar. You have the first three lines
we
of
pretty much
custom,
can
and then
do-
this animation
it's gonna
going
be-
on the bottom, which is really cool. I'll show you guys how to do that in a moment. First, let's talk about some commands. So the shortcut is TM. So you can always do TM reload, which is a common command. So if you make any changes, in the
Then we can
config, you
copy this
reload
one.
it. You do TM message. And
So we're gonna put the next command here. So new copy, TM. And now I think the breakdown of this one is actually, yeah. So we're just gonna copy this. That's actually a pretty decent size. So, whoa, copy duplicates. There we go. That's actually better. So it overlaps my body a little bit, but I don't really care. So TM message, the user, the message, next line, the message. So hopefully that comes out in that message, and then a player. So let's just do myself. I mean, they can see the example, so it should be all right.
Big freaking letters in front of them. So that's it. That's pretty
basic for the
Alright,
configs.
so now we're
Let's
getting
hop over
to
the config
transitions
file
here.
or pretty basic for the perms. So let's hop over to the config.
All right, so it looks like I messed up there. So let's,
So that's it. There's pretty basic for the config.
yeah. So we'll just cut that out. We don't need that. Let's just make sure that it sounds good.
Big freaking letters in front of them. Pretty basic for the perms. So let's hop over to the config file and take a look.
All right, so we're just gonna move that back a little bit. Now we need to align these because we're switching context. So let's go ahead and take a look. I think this is.
So that's all I got for you guys. Hopefully you found it. So that's all I got for you guys. Hopefully you found it helpful, and looks forward to seeing the schedule here. Hopefully I'll have it done by the time this video goes live, and you can click on it.
Oh, right. Sorry. Wow, I didn't. Okay, that is actually at the end. I was looking at the wrong. Okay, there we go. Because we came back to in the game, so we're just gonna
So
line
once
on
again,
it.
after we start this plugin, it does work in 1.8. If you want to use it in 1.0.
Okay, so let's make sure that it's lined really well.
So once again, after
Yeah, that's good enough. Then we link them all this section up, and then we want to cut that, and hopefully it just deletes that. So then let's just put that in. What is this?
so once
I don't know what that is.
So once again, after we start,
So we can probably let's fade it in just a little bit more professional, I guess. And fade. It needs more than that. That's like 0.6 seconds. So let's make it a little bit longer.
So once again, after we start,
There we go. Okay, now the next thing is I actually capture a bigger area than the tutorial, so we just got to zoom in before you guys. I'm sure some of you might be asking the entire time here. So I do not run Windows XP. Windows XP is outdated, although great. So we just got to get the window size right. There we go.
So once again, after we start this plugin, it does work in 1.8. If you want to use it in 1.7, the author suggests using an older version, the 1.1 point whatever, to use that if you're using it. We'll leave that in there. That looks terrible to have that window partially over my window, but I don't think I got enough of it to really scan to it.
Everything's going to 1.8. There really has never been in the history of Minecraft
a split on the versions. The only reason it happened is because of the DCMA and people were.
So this whole section, I don't think I really need to go over too in depth, so I'm probably just going to fast forward it and I'm going to cut it out of the behind the scenes. So we'll see you guys in a moment. So anyway, you have your welcome message, which you can enable and disable in here. Side note, you know, this would pack anything together. It's great if you want them to have multiple lines for the animation. Even if the other thing that you want to add, it does not have an animation, it's got to be built into the animation. I'll show you guys how to do that in a moment. So anyway, you have your welcome message, which you can enable and disable. So really quick here, while I'm talking, I'm going to talk over myself.
And then here's the variables, which I'll put on the screen.
Actually, I'll just pause it. So I noticed this is, and I forgot that this happens with OBS. Whatever reason, the mic capture is quieter than my Fraps capture. So as you can kind of see, these the valleys and peaks are higher, and then here it's smaller. So I just drag it down and then I up the volume a little bit on the whole thing. And actually, this can probably we'll do that. And yeah, so we'll be back. Here you go. Alright, coming up on another transition here, so welcome back.
This is the name of the animation, this is the frames of the animation.
Side note, continually save while you're working on any video.
Let's hop back and wrap this up.
Because you never know when a program might crash, and when you're working with video, it can happen a lot. So we're going to cut that out, and then we're going to drag this over. Side note, okay, here we go. That's right. My camera split it up into multiple.
So that's all I got for you guys. Hopefully you found it helpful, and look forward to seeing.
Okay, so it's a little off. Let's go ahead and align that.
So that's all I got for you.
And then let's do that, and then we're gonna group that one together. And then let's cut this right there. Bam. And then let's bring it over here. Let's do a fade in and fade out. So fade in, or fade out, sorry, and then a fade in, like so. Really quick and easy, nothing too fancy.
So that's all I got for you guys. Hopefully,
actually, I think I can cut this a little shorter.
So that's all I got for you guys. Hopefully you found it helpful, and look forward to seeing the schedule here. Hopefully I'll have it done by the
looks like
it goes live, and you can click
okay.
away.
So it looks like it deleted that somehow when I was selecting stuff. So let's just do Control Z to go back until we get that footage back. There it is. So it looks like for some reason it grouped it when I did that. So we're just gonna have to so we do U, delete, 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 and that is not grouped now. Sometimes, man, you just gotta pay attention when you're working in this stuff. So now we gotta do that again. So we're gonna go back and then fade out and fade out and fade in. So side note, as we talk about, it's a little video editing. You can use Windows Movie Maker because, you know, it's not very complicated what we're doing in here. Even from making Let's Plays, you can probably get away with that. Just side note.
So that's all I got for you guys. Hopefully you found it helpful. And
here we go. We're getting close to the end here.
The schedule here. Hopefully I'll have it done by the time this video goes live, and you can click on it in the Jibbles and check it out. In any case, looking forward to doing some plugins that you guys requested.
Because this switched to a new camera or a new file, it redid this, so we just got to put this back in and take a best estimate on the size, and then we can just do it's close enough.
Keep requesting them. I can capture all of those, and I will get around to them eventually. So this is Cos from Big Friends, reminding you guys all, enjoy the game. God bless.
Alright, so then we just cut it right there. Make sure that that's the only thing that we are deleting, and then we drag our outro over. And this is actually kind of cool. So a buddy of mine is what made all the music I use, which is kind of fun.
Capture all of those, and I will get around to them eventually.
So what I've found, actually, this is the easiest way to do this. I was resizing this every week. So basically you find Plot Me and do replace, and then I always link it to last week. So last week was custom enchantments. I should probably clean up this list because I don't need all these anymore. I can't do the alphabet. Alright, and then we just do replace. Now it's the right size. Now what I think I'm gonna do, because I used to do video in here, but I haven't been able to do that many Let's Plays lately. Actually last month I haven't really been able to record anything other than these. So what I think I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna put a behind the scenes note. Would behind the scenes be too long? Or would BTS work? Oh, jeez. Yeah, I think we'll do that, and then we'll make it, I like Knight's Quest. We're gonna make it yellow, or like an yeah, we're gonna do yellow, make an outline, change that to black, because why would you want to do anything other than that? And let's change the size a little bit. I don't know, I don't like behind the scenes. Let's do that. That's actually, you know, I think, yeah, we'll do that. That looks good. And then we take a screenshot of that, and we're gonna do BTS, and then we're gonna delete it because we don't need it in our. However, what we do need to do is put it here. So let's go ahead, open up Minecraft tutorial, title manager, behind the scenes. We gotta fade it in like everything else, fade it out, and then we gotta resize it. So let's go ahead and resize, scroll out, drag over, and this is kind of the hardest part. This is why I figured out that replace thing, because getting this lined up, thought it'd be easy, but with that, the frame is actually pretty small, and I like to make it look good. At least the frame it's small on the size, that's not actually the correct dimensions. Oh man. Alright, so let's zoom in and we get a little more detail here. And I need to to wrap this up because work is starting soon here. That's good enough. I don't know. Let's make it bigger. I think we can. I think I can. Okay, so it looks like it's going off. Okay, there we go. Brilliant. All right, so then we save, and what I've learned with Vegas is to just close and then reopen and then start rendering. So that's all. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the behind the scenes and it wasn't too boring. Please leave your comments below. I don't think I'll do this every week because it usually takes me a lot longer to edit videos just with how complex the plugin is. Fortunately, this plugin was pretty basic, so it was really easy. So we're just gonna go render as, and then we have our our custom 60 FPS setting, and then finish. We don't want to put it in the contest section. We want to put it in the tutorials, save, render, bam. And then I minimize it because it goes a little bit faster if you minimize it, at least I think. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. This is Cos from McFriends reminding you guys all, enjoy the game. God bless.